gentlemen of the press, I welcome you all to this press briefing. Wali Yakubu is my name, Honorable Commissioner overseeing Ministry of Youth and Sport Development. I stand to present and showcase to you the achievements recorded under the ministry in the 5 years of the Fresh Air administration of Right Honorable Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri. We have classified our achievement under 3 subheadings. We will look at the capital project, the achievement recorded under youth development, and that of sport development. I start with the capital project. First of all, we have the ongoing project under the ministry, which is the completion of Adamawa State Stadium Complex, Yola, Main Ball Phase 1, along Numa Road, which is a multi-million naira project contract that attract the sum of 4,700,579,000 naira. Their contract was awarded to Aeron Nigeria Limited, and the current percentage of the completion of work is 45%. The second capital project undergoing is the rehabilitation of office block and renovation of office blocks damaged by the bomb blast at the Adamawa State Sport Council. The contract was awarded to Crystal Hills Investment Properties Limited. Then under youth development, the department has achieved the following. In organizing the International Youth Celebration Day, which is being observed from 8 to 12 August every year, this administration has been the backbone of sponsoring this program, which gives youth sense of belonging and exclusive opportunities to showcase their abilities and contribution to social development annually. We also embark on drug campaign and trafficking among the youth. We also train our youth on information communication technology. We also train our youth on skill acquisition for out-of-school youth on leather work, poultry, fishery, and confectionaries were sponsored by the ministry. We also embark on sensitization campaign among our various communities syndrome. We also train our youth on the effect of gender violence in our communities so that they can be peace promoters, religious tolerance, and unity among our youth using cultural festivity and football activities, formation and capacity building of youth peace group. Also, under the youth development, the ministry was able to develop Adamawa State Youth Policy document, which serves as a guiding principle for the government to look through the document on what they should do for the benefit of our youth in the state. We have also developed a policy document that is called Adamawa State Youth Peace and Security Action Plan. In collaboration with Mentors Hub to train 2,000 youth online to boost youth participation in the ICT business. We also collaborated with the UNFPA to establish youth-friendly centers in Numan. Also, one of the greatest achievements under this ministry is that there is ongoing construction of 3 youth sports centers across the 3 senatorial zones, 1 in Numan, 2 in Madagali, 3 in Hong, spread across the senatorial zones. Now, sport development. Most of our success we achieve by activities conducted under one of our department, the Sport Council. The Sport Council, being a department of the ministry under this administration, has achieved the following during the period under review. Adamawa State Tennis Club participated in the tennis champion that took place in Lagos, where the state team were able to reach to the semi-final. Also in paramilitary national festival games that took place in Bauchi, the state representative, Serene Ibrahim, also won a gold medal in Bauchi State. We also organized 5-day capacity building for our coach administrators in various schools in the state. The workshop in collaboration with the National Institute of Sport, Lagos, for coaches, sport managers, game masters, and physical education teachers from our secondary schools. The state also, for the first time, qualified to play in the Premier League Handball League. Also, the male and female team participated for the first time in the Hockey Super League that took place in Kaduna. Then the state weightlifting team also for the first time participated in the Arewa weightlifting champions held at Jos Plateau State, where we got 3 gold medals, 2 won by Lydia Yahaya, and 1 medal won by Dorcas Abedenego. Adamawa State badminton team also participated in the badminton competition that took place in Lagos, August 24, in Taslim Baligum Stadium, Lagos State, where Daniel Philip won a bronze medal for the state. The state volleyball male team qualified and participated in the Volleyball Premier League, Phase 1, August, and Abuja. The state also participated in the Youth Games elimination held in Taraba that qualified the young athletes to participate in the National Youth Festival Games in Asaba. The state were represented by 11 athletes in different games in Taraba, and handball male and female team qualified first position, football male second position, basketball and female qualified first position, beach volley female qualified first position, volleyball male first position, hockey male and female qualified second and first respectively. The state contingent won 10 medals out of 10 medals, 7 golds and 3 silver, and became the overall winner of the game, which gave them the ticket to represent the Northeast in the just concluded National Youth Games at Asaba, Delta State. At the Youth Games proper, TAG Asaba 2024, the state participated with 192 contingents, athletes and officials. A total of 5 medals were won, 1 gold, 2 silvers, 2 bronze, and the state placed 22nd position overall base out of the 36 plus Abuja. These are the successes we recorded under the 3 subheadings, as I said. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, above are the statutory responsibility of the Ministry of Youth and Sport Development, our level of performance during this period under review, and our future course of action is the one that has been presented. May I at this juncture solicit the support and understanding of the generality of our people as we embark on this onerous task of youth and sport development. Government cannot do it alone. Thus, this call to philanthropists and 1 million Nigerian citizens to contribute in developing the sport activities in the state for the upliftment of our youth and our leaders of tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Please pardon us for the short break in continuity. It is now time to invite the Commissioner for Water Resources, Honorable Ayuba Abudu, Well, I'm also asking for a round of applause for him as he approaches the presentation table.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, distinguished invited guests, I am indeed honored to share with you the remarked progress in the wash sector, wash, sanitation, and hygiene sector under the leadership of His Excellency Right Honorable Ahmadu Umaru Fintri, the Executive Governor of Adamawa State. The mandate of the ministry, the Adamawa State Ministry of Water Resources, was created in 1995 as the leading institution in the state water sector, with the mandate to promote and ensure rational and sustainability utilization, development, and effective management of water resources for the socio-economic development of the state. Its mandate includes proper and effective coordination of all activities in the water sector, including monitoring of all relevant MDAs, the private sector, and also regulate in the water sector in the state. To promote and ensure rational and sustainability development of water resources and utilization, water supply, sanitation, hygiene services through effective planning and management. Formulation of review of the sector policy include control utilization and provision of advance of water sector related to issues to government. Ensuring effective water resources management as well as liaising with the relevant agency for the conservation of prevention and protection of water resources within the confines of the state and the need arise. Ensuring regulation measures and implementing of the guide activities in the water sector, etc. Agency under the Ministry of Water Resources, we have Adamawa State Water Board, which is their responsibility to provide water services to urban areas with population of more than 20,000 population. We have the small town water supply and sanitation agencies, ST Wash. Their responsibility to provide water services to urban areas with population of less than 20,000. We have the Adamawa State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agencies, RUWASA. Their responsibility to provide water services to rural areas with population of less than 5,000. The government's and institutional progress. The ministry has successfully reviewed the Adamawa State wash policies, which was sustained by His Excellency the Executive Governor of Adamawa State, Right Honorable Ahmadu Umaru Fintri, GCON, in 2023. This is one of the policies that was signed by His Excellency or recent to enable us now to have a tools where we can work. Adamawa State Bill has been signed into law by His Excellency the Executive Governor of Adamawa State as well. Also, now we have a law where can enable us to drive the process. Without having a law, you cannot drive in process in an organization. The above achievement has put Adamawa State among the few states in Nigeria that has attended his feet and has positioned the state to receive increase in funding from the wash-related activities from the federal government and donor agencies. The ministry has recorded progress in the implementation of various wash projects through collaboration between donor agencies under the ministry. Our water board, also an ST Wash and RUWASA, such as the World Bank Multisectoral Crisis Recovery Project in 21 local government, ongoing project. Also the USAID set wash activities in different 3 local governments. We have also the African Development Bank project in 5 local governments. And also we have collaboration with the RCRC, Red Cross, IOM, UKAID, GIZ, Norwegian Refugees Commission, etc. Some of the project has completed and hand over, while others are in various stages of completion. The projects that we cited in different local governments, because almost we have projects in almost 21 local governments that is going. Some have attained the 100% completion, while some we are in the process about to finish. The provision of 7 model water scheme at Madagali town in collaboration with NRC and others development partners. 4 kilometers piping extension and replacement of solar surface pump tank in Gulag. We have upgraded the Minchika water supply system and provide about 13 kilometers reticulation between the town to enable the people of Minchika to connect water to their houses. Also, we have the provision of solar power boreholes, about 200 metric tons, that is a ground tank, and also 150 metric tons elevated tank in Bazaar, which is almost 95% completion. And also in Bazaar, we have reticulated Bazaar with water system, because the new project that His Excellency is doing now in Adamawa State is a people development program, not where people will go to fishing point and start taking water, but you have an asset to connect water to your houses. Also, we have repatriated about 300,000 liters per hour Mubi water treatment plant, which is 100% regulated and also is functioning. Now, His Excellency have mandated us to regulate Mubi town, where everybody knows in Mubi town, any child that is more than 40 years, less than 40 years, have never seen water in a tap in Mubi North area. But we are going to commence regulating of Mubi town very soon. We have provision of water supply scheme to Gela from Gude, Mubi South. Everybody does know the terrain of Mubi South, more especially in Gela axis, where is rocky area. So now we have went to Gude, where we get the water source from Gude. Now we pipe the water 6 kilometers to Gela. So the project is completed. We are going to commence as soon as possible when we put the booster station that can boost the water because of the high altitude of the Gela area. We have provision of home. We have upgraded home water supply scheme, which is 100%. We have upgraded Pela water supply, which is completed 100%. Also, we upgrade the Garkida water supply scheme, and between Garkida, we have reticulated about 14 kilometers. That is between the wards, to enable people to connect the water direct to their houses. Also, we have provision of solar boreholes, about 200 metric tons of ground water tank, and also 150 water elevated tank, and provision of about 7 kilometers in Mulke in some local government. The reason why we are doing all these things is for us to enable people to have access to water, as I said earlier, directly to their houses. We'll also provide solar boreholes and also ground tank, about 200 metric of groundwater, and also 150 meters of elevated tank in Belel, which have completed, and we have collected about 3 kilometers between the Belel. We have constructed about 450 metric tons of elevated water tanks and provision of the reticulation about 11.7 kilometers in Fofori, which we have commissioned it on recent with Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Adamawa State. So anybody is in Fofori now, he is entitled to meet our people and connect the water direct to their houses. This is one of its kind, not only in Fofori itself, the local government. We have it in Asin Hausa, we have it in Gurin, we have it in Malabo. So all those Fofori local government areas, all these towns, we have connected water to them. And we have provided water to School of Nursing and midwifery by the bypass, 100% completion. And now we have, because of the patterns of the river that we have, you know, it's an area where you need to give people potable drinking water. So His Excellency have asked us to go and get the raw source of the water. So we have cleared all the debris that's on that axis to enable the Jimeta water treatment plant to get intake of water. And also the same thing in Yola, where all of us, we are aware that His Excellency is making very gigantic project in Yola town. So we have connected water from Jipujam, from our Yola tank, about 16 inches of a pipe. You can see the one you are passing by Yola, and also after we have connected with 8 kilometers, 8 inches pipe to enable people to connect water to their houses. So the project is about completion or recent. I think by end of this month, the people in Yola town, water will be an history to them. And also we have repaired the damaged pump system, the one that in Jamaica. When His Excellency came and having an audience with the people of Jamaica, when they pay a courtesy visit to him, they have complained about drinking potable water. And His Excellency promised them he will look into that. So as soon as they left, His Excellency swing into action and asked me to go and inspect. So after we inspected the place, we have commenced work now, work is in progress, and we have started pumping water for the people of Jamaica to enable them to see water is working in Jamaica. Also, we have replaced the booster pumps in Bekaji, 100% completion, and we have provision of solar power water system in our 1,000 infantry housing units, which is ongoing now. The project has gone almost 60%. We are going to enable us to give potable drinking water to the people that are staying in that estate, about 1,000 houses. And this water, we are not going to do in a way where we give you the fetching point, but you are going to connect direct to your houses to enable you to have water and your family. Also, we have constructed about 55 metric tons of elevated water tank at General Hospital Numan, where there is no water, and we are working in the Numan treatment plant. As soon as we finish the completion of the project in Numan treatment plant, we are going to connect the hospital directly. Also, Shellen, in Shellen, we have a scheme and provision of reticulation about 5.7 pipeline reticulation. So, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, you can see the milestone where His Excellency have performed in terms of water sector and wash sector in Adamawa State. Thank you for listening.
Please give him another round of applause as he takes his seat. Quickly, because we want to make good time, let me invite the Honorable Commissioner overseeing the Ministry of Agriculture, Honorable Tijani Maksha, to move on to the presentation there is immediately, please. Honorable Tijani Maksha, please give him a round of applause as he approaches the presentation podium. Honorable Commissioner, you have 10 minutes and 5 other minutes extra time.
Members of the press, audience, good morning. My name is Tijani Atiku Maksha. I am here to present the scoremark performance of Ministry of Agriculture in governance as from 2019 to date. Ministry of Agriculture is one of the pioneer ministries that we have in the state that is saddled with the responsibility of policy initiations and implementations on agricultural projects and programs that is aimed at promoting the agricultural growth and development to increase productivity and improve livelihood in the state. The mandate of the ministry, as you all know, include to increase food fiber production in the state, to provide technical advice and services to the selection and procurement of all agricultural machineries and equipment, and to provide guidance to the government and farmers on the developmental adoption and use of appropriate technology and agricultural equipment, and to provide advice to the government and farmers on how best to increase agricultural production and increase the income of small farmer production, and to support agriculture, rural extension, and adaptive research to enhance and sustain the productivity of land as well as to improve marketing of agricultural produce. The ministry performs the four listed functions through its directors and agencies. But the short-term goals of the ministry are as follows. 1, we provide genuine agro-input to farmers such as improved seeds, fertilizer, herbicides, and insecticide. 2, we support gender-based rural activities through provision of simple businesses for women and youth with improved processing. We provide tractors at subsidized rate to encourage farmers' mechanization. We train private farmers and machinery operators in utilization and maintenance. Achievement of the ministry. Within the period under review, the ministry, under the able leadership of His Excellency, have carried out livelihood changes and economic sustainability in agricultural activities for the teeming population of Adamawa State, which include we sold agricultural input, that is fertilizer, assorted seed, and herbicide to farmers and other interested groups at 50% subsidized rate. The breakdown is as follows. NPK, we provide 53,179 bags. Herbicide, we sell 77,741 liters. Assorted seed, rice and maize, we sell 139,381 kg. In addition to above, 39,000 bags of NPK 2010 fertilizer was donated to the state by CBN under the support program, which was already allocated to the 21 local governments across the state. Seed multiplication. We have provided multiplication program for improved seed for 49 different varieties of crops in all the 21 local governments. We have acquired 300 hectares of agricultural land in each of the 21 local governments, which is to be cleared, delineated, and allocated to the youth. A civil survey has already been completed on the land in 5 pioneer local governments, that is areas of Michika, Maiha, Hong, Demsa, and Ganye. We have upgraded 10 markets with hand pump boreholes in 10 local governments, serving about 1,331 number of sailors. We have been carrying out spray of quilla bats in migratory pests and diseases around Savannah, Laburde, and other affected areas. We constructed an upgrade of 12 livestock and grain markets across the 21 local governments. We renovated the structures at the fertilizer blending plants in Damare, and it has been completed, awaiting the installation of fertilizer blending machines. We have trained farmers across the state in good agronomic practice, good agricultural practice, climate smart agriculture, and organic agriculture. $2,255,000 farmers were provided with agricultural inputs like seeds, fertilizer, agrochemicals, and support services in the 21 local governments. We have provided 96 agricultural linked infrastructure feeder roads, culverts, and drift. We constructed and rehabilitated supporting 42,318 farmers in various communities in the 21 local government area of the state. $1,800 farmers were provided with agricultural assets like knapsacks, sprayers, planters, small grinding machines, and livestock goats. The Northeast Development Commission, NDA, has allocated 200 bags of NPK 1515 awaiting distribution to farmers for this year's dry season. Presently, the ministry has the following in stock for the preparation for the present dry season. We have 17,271 bags of NPK fertilizer already stocked, waiting for distribution. We have 8,560 liters of herbicide waiting for distribution for the dry season year. We have 223,881 kilograms of rice seeds waiting for distribution for the dry season. We have 10,000 kg maize, 10,000 kg maize seeds waiting for distribution for preparation for the dry season. Gentlemen of the press, my colleagues who are here, this is a short presentation of the achievements that have been scored within the review of this year as presented. Thank you very much.
Please let the applause continue for the Honorable Commissioner of Agriculture. He's actually the substantive commissioner for livestock and aquaculture, overseeing agriculture. He has done very well. Now, from food, we go to other items. You may step down, sir. They say man does not survive by food alone. We will now go to ICT, because this is the contemporary time. Therefore, I now invite the special advisor to the governor on ICT and policy matters to come and make his presentation. Dr. Hamanjam, you're welcome. I know we don't have to time you. The slides, please. The slides, please.
Good morning, the head of service, Adamawa State Government, distinguished guests, the people of Adamawa. Once again, good morning. I think they have the wrong slide.
I'd like to invite the audience to bear with us. These glitches happen sometimes. It is when it's too much that it doesn't become a coincidence any longer. However, we wish to ask you to bear with us. Dr. Amajam, I think you can proceed with the PowerPoint in front of you before.
Okay, fine. Okay. Good morning once again. Basically, my presentation will go on to capture exactly what this administration has been doing in terms of ICT development and, of course, digital transformation. The outline of the presentation will cover 7 key areas, 6 rather, areas of achievements as far as ICT is concerned within this administration. First of all, an overview of the Adamawa 2.0, which is our roadmap for digital transformation. And then I will go on to discuss the establishment of the Adamawa State Information Technology Development Agency. I will so far give an overview as well on the implementation of the e-governance initiative of His Excellency. And then I will go on to talk about what we have been doing in terms of ICT infrastructure development. That is what we have been doing in terms of fiber connectivity and, of course, satellite broadband. Again, I will talk about capacity building, what His Excellency has been doing in terms of building the capacity of young people to become creative, and, of course, the civil service to become empowered, so that these reforms can go on to become a lot more sustainable. I'll also discuss what we have been doing as a government when it comes to improving the ease of doing business, simplifying the framework for businesses to be able to come to Adamawa and invest. What ICT has been doing to enable that, the platforms we're building and all of that. And then lastly, I will talk about the impact of all of that and how is that pushing up our standing nationally and, of course, globally as well. That is to position us as an ICT leader in the country. So the overview of the Adamawa Digital Transformation Roadmap. Like I said earlier, the key focus would be, or already is, governance. How do we enhance governance in Adamawa State? How do we also build connectivity? And how do we deliver capacity building? And also, how do we also create an environment favorable for innovation? So these are the 4 key areas that are the focus of the Adamawa 2.0 agenda. His Excellency has aptly captured that in one of his quotes, and I quote, he said, Adamawa 2.0 is more than a vision. It is a commitment to leveraging technology to transform governance, empower our citizens, and position our state as a leader in ICT infrastructure in the state. So far, anchored on that roadmap, we have achieved a lot. We have been building the presence of the state in online. 20+ web platforms have been built. For example, if you want to know what the Office of the Governor is doing, all you need to do is to go to gov.adamawastate.gov.ng. If you want to know what we have been doing in terms of expenditure frameworks and spending, you go to finance.adamawastate.gov.ng. If you want to apply for trade licenses, you need to go to commerce.adamawastate.gov.ng. And of course, if you want to apply for a piece of land, you go to lands.adamawastate.gov.ng. And for permits, you go to asubda.adamawastate.gov.ng. I can keep going on and on with that. as well as partnerships. Recently, the NCC was here in Adamawa State in partnership with the government to enable a resource they have built for a while, and the possibility for transferring that as a platform for the delivery of the capacity building initiative of the government. So these are the overview of the digital transformation agenda. To give a lot of teeth to the implementation of all of that, last week, His Excellency, Right Honorable Ahmad Umaru Fintri, signed the bill establishing the Adamawa State Information Technology Development Agency to oversee projects relating to ICT development, fostering innovation, and building an environment that is conducive for ICT in Adamawa State. So this is the first time that we're seeing that kind of a push from a governor to deliberately, intentionally create a system where young people can aspire to develop and participate in the digital economy. On our e-governance initiatives, we have built not just the websites I mentioned earlier, we have also built management information systems that are sector-specific. So for example, there is a platform, grievance redress mechanism, which is also part of the reform process, promoted by the SABRE project. Grievance redress mechanism platform aims to provide a platform that is electronic for people who are taxpayers or people who are engaging with the Ministry of Commerce to be able to raise tickets electronically and have their issues resolved. Panels have been set up. The resources of that platform has been provided, so people can actually engage with that at grvms.adamawastate.gov.ng. The slide is gone. Yes, another major component of achievements recorded, which I highlighted in the outline earlier, is infrastructure development. The executive governor and this administration in its entirety has been deliberate, not just on the physical angle, but also building the infrastructure, the information highway for digital transformation. So what we have said, His Excellency graciously approved the removal of right-of-way when broadband companies would want to deploy fiber optic connectivity in Adamawa State. Immediately after that, we have seen interest from broadband companies to come to Adamawa and deploy their networks, one of which was launched last week. We'll see that a state-wide carrier-neutral fiber optic infrastructure will be built. What does that mean? It means we are going to begin to see delivery of high-speed broadband internet, and that cable will afford us to bring government onto a single platform where we can be able to create smart platforms such as our schools, such as our hospitals, and also government buildings. So starting from Lamurde, the cable will come and go up till Fufore, and then from here up till Madagali and the north of Adamawa State. So on that, to also integrate other platforms, the NICHCOMSAT, that is the satellite company owned by Nigeria, the managing director was here. His Excellency approved a partnership with that company to be able to bring in our people who are located in the rural communities so that they are not left out, and we also would use that to bridge the digital divide. So what does that mean? It means where we are able to deliver fiber connectivity for schools that are dispersed, they are remotely located, we can be able to have them connect to our one single infrastructure and deliver education, deliver healthcare, deliver other services of government. Then I move on to capacity building. This one is for the young people and, of course, the civil service. This administration is very keen on developing competencies of young people, providing them with opportunities, and giving them a platform where they can be able to participate in a modern-day digital economy. So what we have seen is His Excellency has approved the implementation and launch of what we call the Adamawa Digital Academy. In that academy, in partnership with big regulators like NCC, like Microsoft, which is a big tech company, we will see young people being trained in relevant skills such as cloud computing, such as software development, and also being able to participate in business process outsourcing. So hopefully with this, we will see a pool of highly talented young people being able to participate, not just within Nigeria, but out of Nigeria, and be able to earn from that. So it will bring in Forex, it will bring in, it will help individuals to go up on the ladder of prosperity. Then we have also seen His Excellency has recorded another success with the digitization of the civil service records. Currently, an enterprise resource planning platform is being built to be able to digitize the civil service records and plug it to the records of finance, plug it to the records of the Accountant General, and of course the pension office. So that system will provide us with a platform where you can see from entry to all the services of a civil servant up till the point of exit, where you can see what is due for his compensation. Thirdly, there is also a partnership for jobs. His Excellency is very keen, and we have built this platform for the Digital Academy to work with job platforms for placements. So where you have been trained, your capacity will not be wasted. You will have young people being provided with opportunities to be able to sell those skills after they have obtained them in this program. Then on ease of doing business, His Excellency has always been saying, and the administration as a collective has been pushing for ease of doing business. And this is where the SABA project comes in, with what we have done to help that in terms of delivery of ICT platforms, that is the websites, the portals, the management information systems. In 2023, we have seen an improvement in the ranking of Adamawa State, shooting up from the 22nd position to the 11th. And this year, hopefully, if we move 10 places, it means Adamawa will become the #1 destination of choice when it comes to investment in Nigeria. As it is, we are ahead of states like Lagos. We are ahead of Kano as well when it comes to ease of doing business. Simply because of all of these reforms, meaning the government is open, a lot more transparent, and is able to provide services in a small time frame. Additionally, we have also seen the numbers. So when we removed the right-of-way, the government was able to attract about $6 million just within that period. A private investor to come and deploy their own fiber connectivity network, just this year alone. And for digital archive, as soon as we're able to build, we launch it because we have started the project already. That will see the state attracting additional $6 million, improved tax systems as well, seeing us attract about $4 million in 2024, and overall, within 2023, all of what we have done in terms of ICT platforms is bringing in about $13.5 million to the government. On global recognition, Adamawa is part of the global community, and ICT is helping us level that. So all of these reforms are also aligning with the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. For goal number 9, all of what we are doing relating to infrastructure is impacting or helping us achieve the goal of the UN in terms of SDG. That is infrastructure and innovation. And also, what we are doing with the fiber connectivity to tie in our schools is also the goal of quality education through the Smart Schools initiative as presented yesterday by the Honorable Commissioner of Education. We also say that these systems will always also help us achieve the SDG goal number 3, which is good health, and improving the well-being of our people here in Adamawa State. Globally, again, we're also working on the potential and bringing in Amazon Web Services, one of the biggest cloud computing company, to come and help us with our startup ecosystem. What that means is young people empowered from the trainings that we're doing, and businesses attracted from the reforms that the government has done will come to Adamawa and establish, access the platform right from here, and be able to thrive as businesses, pay taxes, employ our young people, and of course, improve the standard of living of the people of Adamawa State. So this is what we're currently looking ahead and delivering. So an overview of what we have discussed. Again, basically I've given you major achievements. First, the roadmap, which is focused on governance. How do you improve governance? We've done e-governance as an initiative. Connectivity, we have been trying to build and already building a carrier-neutral fiber optic statewide. And also, capacity building, 100,000 young people, very ambitious. Throughout the life of the administration, we have started with 25,000 this year. The portal is digitalacad.adamawastate.gov.ng. There, people can go on to enroll, whether as young people, whether as a civil servant, or a partner, or a facilitator. And we've also discussed how His Excellency has taken the bull by the horn to establish and structure it by establishing the Adamawa State Information Technology Development Agency. We've gone on to give you an overview of the resources, websites, portals that are reachable and active from anywhere in the world, and from the traffic we're seeing people accessing adamawastate.gov.ng from Europe, from anywhere from the statistics. They are accessing it because it is one of the most updated websites on a daily. We are updating that with all the activities that this administration is doing on a daily. Capacity building, infrastructure development, ease of doing business, and of course, all of this, how does that impact what we're doing and making us a lot more competitive right here in Nigeria, and as well being able to compete with others around the world. Thank you.
Please put your hands together for Dr. Hamanjev there. It has been an interesting presentation. Now, let me invite the mother of them all, the mother of all the ministries, if you agree with me, the Ministry of Finance, and let's welcome Honorable Mrs. Augustina Wondam here, who is our Commissioner of Finance. Come up and present. Thank you.
Distinguished gentlemen of the press, viewers all over the world, good morning. Before you this morning is Augustina Wondam here presenting the scorecard of the Ministry of Finance. Just as the PAMSEC has just said, the Ministry of Finance is at the center of all programs and projects. Since it is a service ministry that releases funds through the Office of the Accountant General. The achievement of the ministry is as follows. TSA, the Treasury Single Account. This administration implemented the Treasury Single Account to handle all revenues and expenditure payments of recurrent and capital expenditure in a centralized manner for accountability and transparency. Capacity building for staff. Both junior and senior staff of the ministry attended various relevant capacity building training, which has enhanced staff knowledge and improved performance. Debt servicing. About 50% of the state debt has been serviced by this administration. Constituency projects. As part of this administration's commitment to deliver dividends of democracy to all and sundry, constituency projects have been successfully funded during the 2 dispensations. Timely preparation of financial statements and publishing of same on the website. These, just as stated by the ICT, the person in charge of the state ICT, anytime, any day, you get our documents, our accounts on the state website. Prompt payment of salaries and pension. Everybody in this state knows that even before the FAC inflow, this administration has kept its promises to the citizens. By the 23rd of every month, salaries are paid. Biometric data capturing for all civil servants and pensioners. This has reduced and eliminated duplicate and fictitious payment on our payroll. Instead of wasting our resources to those who are not supposed to earn it, we channel the resources to our projects. So that is why the state had to undertake biometrics for all civil servants, linking their biodata, their BVN, and to their NIN. End-to-end system of payment of salaries and pension, still aimed at checking excesses, reducing excesses on our payrolls. Implementation of the minimum wage. It is no longer a story to anybody, be it in the state or the nation at large, that Adamawa State is the first state to implement the minimum wage. Payment of gratuities. This administration on coming increased the monthly 50 million naira that was normally given to the pension board for reduction of gratuities to its citizens to 100 million. And in turn, after that, gave out 5.8 billion to reduce the accumulated liabilities of gratuities and pension. Adamawa State Agribusiness Support Program, ADAS. ADAS floated a bond, development bond, from the capital market for the state for the sum of 100 billion, but the state assessed 25 billion naira under Series 1 of the bond. The servicing of the bond, the TSA account designated, made it possible to finance the monthly repayments of the Series 1 bond through IGR instead of the usual deduction from proceeds of FAC. A disciplined cash management system was put in place to cater for the first line charge before any other thing. Any day, before others, payments are made, salaries and pensions are paid. This cash management system enabled the state to cut down drastically the cost of governance to the barest level, e.g., reduced overhead costs by 40%. The state implemented financial autonomy to the three arms of government, that is, executive, judiciary, and the legislative. After the autonomy, a state allocation committee, SAC, was constituted for sharing of all revenues to these three arms. Prompt payment to our contractors. This administration has a zero liability to its contractors. As one of the achievements, a comprehensive integrated tax administration portal was developed at the Board of Internal Revenue. Expansion of the taxpayers' database significantly enhanced IGR performance as listed below. In the year 2019, we had 9.7 billion. 2020, we got 8.3. And the drop, everyone seated here will agree with me that is as a result of the COVID. That is why there was a drop. In 2021, after the COVID, it went up to 13 billion. In 2022, we got 13.1. In 2023, we had 17 billion. Currently, on a monthly basis, we collect 1.3. Technology-driven collection platform for the informal sector was launched at the Board of Internal Revenue. This has enhanced equally the revenue collection from informal sectors, e.g., the Kekena PEP and the likes of it. The ICT specialist has said, at the board, establishment of a grievance redress mechanism at the Board of Internal Revenue. Enhanced taxpayer education and public engagement. There was also, at the Board of Internal Revenue, creation of an IGR coordination meeting platform. There's a meeting that takes place coordinating all the revenue sources of government, training and capacity building. The state has trained both in our parastatals and the ministry headquarters staff, as I earlier said, on capacity building to enhance performance. In 2019, in the bid to be accountable, to be transparent, to be able to attract donors into the state government keyed into the SIFTAS program, and achieved the following. Fiscal responsibility law and debt management laws were established, revenue laws and revenue codes were gotten for the state, the procurement law was put in place, the audit law was put in place, and the local government audit law, citizens' engagement in the process of our budget was achieved. Development of citizens' accountability reports for the audited financial statements for citizens' understanding. Establishment of TSA for the state accounts for accountability transparency. Increased IGR as a result of having this in place. We got the IGR of 17 billion. Biometric capture and BVN linked for civil servants and pensioners in the state. Value for money on all government contracts through due process in public procurement. Prompt and timely debt management reports to the MO office in Abuja. Establishment of state domestic arrears framework for salaries, pension, gratuity, and contractors' arrears. Establishment of property record database for property taxes in the state. All this were achieved because the present administration keyed into the SIFTAS. And I believe no regret, no cause for alarm. We've been able to achieve a lot through the SIFTAS program. Thank you, and God bless.
Hands together for the Honorable Commissioner of Finance. I noticed that when she was making her presentation, all attention were on her. Everybody who was dozing was looking at her because money talks and bullshit works. Now, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I invite the Honorable Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Honorable Ibrahim Mijinyawa, to come and make his presentation. Can we have a round of applause as he approaches? You're welcome, sir.
Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor and pleasure to brief you on the activities of this ministry, which was created in 1994 with the sole responsibility of coordinating the affairs of the 21 local governments and 50 development areas of the state. But for the want of time, I think I am going to skip the mandate of this ministry. Gentlemen of the press, with this brief, permit me to go straight to the achievements of the 21 local government under the supervision of the ministry. First, the renovation of Conference Hall of Deputy Governor's Office. The hall served as the venue of the Joint Account Allocation Committee meetings of the 21 local governments. The local governments awarded the contract for the complete remodeling of the conference hall, furnishing, provision of the public address system, landscaping of the surrounding of the conference hall by bitumen surfacing. The work is at 98% completion level. You can see the pictures before and after. Then the construction of model pre-primary, primary, junior secondary school and multipurpose hall at the 21 local government of the state. The model schools was conceived by the 21 local government and got approval of the executive governor because the project falls in line with his 8-point agenda, one of which is the educational policy project of this government. The details of the model schools across the 21 local government are composed of 4 lots in each of the 20 local government, except Yola North, which has 6 lots. And you can see the pictorial presentation if the slides permit. The lots, as I've said, is in lot 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lot 1 is the construction of pre-primary school gatehouse, external works such as landscaping, tree planting, and perimeter fencing in each of the 21 local governments. Then lot 2 involves the construction of 2-unit blocks of classrooms for primary schools. Lot 3 involves the construction of a block of 9 classrooms for junior secondary school. And lot 4 involves the construction of multipurpose hall and 3 number of VIP toilets, which are replicated in 20 local governments, while in Yola North slopes, 6 slots were constructed. The construction of the model schools, which was awarded in January this year with a completion period of 8 months. However, due to the delay from the contractors, the completion period was not made. The ministry expressed great disappointment with the attitude of the contractors and is doing everything possible to ensure the completion within at least a possible short time. We are working with the consultants to ensure this. And the ministry, through monitoring and evaluation team, has always ensured that no contractor is paid for work performance not achieved. The ministry also ensured no contractor's payment is delayed to enable early delivery of the project. The ministry has on several occasions gone out to assess the progress of work by the contractors. On observing the slow pace of work by some of the contractors, we had to summon all the contractors to notify them that this government will never tolerate abandoned project syndrome. Therefore, they are expected to perform as per terms of their contractual agreement. And the ministry told them also in specific terms that any contractor that fails to perform will have his or her contract revoked. Warning letters were served to the contractors considered to be lagging behind. The contractors cried out that prices of items shot up after the award of the contract. The ministry, in consideration of the fuel subsidy withdrawal and dollar exchange rise, reviewed their contract upward by 10% to encourage performance of the contractors for early delivery of the project. The construction was awarded at the sum of 16.5 billion. Renovation of government lodges in local government. The 21 local governments approved the renovation of local government lodges in phases to provide comfortable and secured accommodation for visiting officials to the local government. So far, Mubi North, Numan 2, and Guyuk lodges have been renovated. Gulak Buba Marwa Lodge is undergoing renovation, which is at 95% completion. 5 other lodges at Gombe, Fufo, Remayo, Belwa, Numan 1, and Ganye have been assessed for renovation, which has commenced at Mayo, Belwa, and Gombe. It is hoped that most of these renovations will be complete within the year, or at worst within first quarter of next year. Those lodges whose renovation has been completed are attested to be excellent by guests. See pictures. Trade fair this year, the 21 local government, through the coordination of the ministry, participated in the 15 Northeast Joint Domestic Trade Fair Bauchi 2024 and 19 Abuja International Trade Fair. The state emerged first position in display of agricultural mineral resources. Investors promised to visit the state, assess the possibility in investing in mineral resources. The state was also invited to participate in the upcoming Lagos International Trade Fair. The ministry will continue to at least coordinate local government participation in local and international trade fairs to showcase the state's rich cultural resources to the world. Payment of gratuity to the staff. The ministry, in keying into His Excellency's posture of paying gratuity to our pensioners, has encouraged local governments to improve the amount set aside for the monthly payment of gratuity. Hitherto, the local government contribute each month 10.5 million. But now, the amount was raised to the tune of 3 million, which makes it to be 63 million each month for the payment of gratuity to the deserving staff. The local government staff pension board have been directed to display the list of beneficiaries of these funds, local government by local government. Apart from setting aside 500 million naira for the reduction of the payment of gratuity last 2 years, of which the deserving retirees benefited. Implementation of 70,000 minimum wage. The local governments have started the gradual implementation of the minimum wage across the local government staff. The ministry is encouraging the gradual implementation of the wage until the 70,000 minimum wage is attained in full. At the moment, the local government has moved from 30,000 minimum wage in operation to 40,000 in September this year, in compliance to the government pronouncement. Staff training. The ministry facilitated promotion of 57 staff during the period under review and sponsored staff to various capacity building workshops to NIFs, ASCON, and other professional bodies. Improvement of internal control mechanism. The ministry has stepped up internal control mechanism to deter change of date of birth of staff who do so to make them stay longer in service. The e-payment department of the ministry always processes monthly salary bill on or before 15th of every month to enable early payment of salary in line with the government pronouncement to ensure payment of salary on or before 25th of every month. Installation of solar-powered energy in the ministry in trying to address the epileptic electricity supply to the ministry, installed 40 kVA solar-powered energy to the ministry, which is capable of powering all electrical appliances of the ministry, such as air conditioners and computers, standing fans, etc. You can see the pictorial backing. We have also purchased 2 number of Hilux and 1 Toyota Land Cruiser, and which were paid in full. Purchase of relief materials to alleviate suffering of flood victims in the state. The ministry, in collaboration with the 21 local governments, intervened in the purchase of various relief materials such as mattresses, mats, disinfectants, detergents, and etc., which have distributed to flood victims across the state worth more than 882 million naira. Purchase of food commodities such as rice, maize, Indomie noodles, etc. The ministry, in collaboration with the 21 local governments, purchased food commodities from time to time to be distributed to the public in the state to reduce the food hardship experienced by general public necessitated by the insurgent who denied our peasant farmers in carrying out their farming activities. The sum of over 5.5 billion naira have been spent on the provision of these food commodities. You can see the table, including provision of fertilizer to those deserving peasant farmers at the local government level to help them in at least securing their life and doing something for a living. You can see the pictorial of the food items, if time permit. And also, there is the local government in collaboration with the ministry purchase security kits to equip our local hunters vigilantes, such as uniforms, torchlights, helmets, etc., which was distributed across the local government to boost the morale of the volunteer vigilante in supplementing the efforts of the army, police, civil defense, DSS, etc. The local government spent a whopping sum of about 380 million. Transport system. The local government has also partnered with the 21 local government to buy at least 21 fresh air buses to support the fresh air administration, which is visible on our street. Intervention on public health, yes. The local government has also intervened in so many ways in helping the Primary Healthcare Development Agency in providing for so many things, which is to address the health issues in the state. And in the area of education, the local government also participated in providing,
I believe we should give the Honorable Commissioner a round of applause. He has done a lot.
Then lastly, I want to talk on the autonomy. The local government autonomy. This government understood the concept of local government autonomy so well that it ensured that all revenues accruable to the local government from the Federation Account Allocation Committee is disbursed in full to the benefiting local government of the state. The recent Supreme Court decision to grant autonomy to the local government in the country in a judgment delivered by Justice Emmanuel Ajin as ruled, the 774 local governments in the country should independently manage their own funds has been in practice in the state since the advent of this government in 2019. While the court ruling places more emphasis on financial autonomy, in Adamawa State, this government places emphasis on the provision of enabling environment that will empower the local government take charge of their territories, making the local government more responsible and accountable in service delivery, such as healthcare, sanitation, infrastructural development to their people without the interference of the state. This is done in respect of the constitutional provision of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Future plans, the ministry will continue to uphold the local government.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. I think we are done.
Things.
Please put your hands together. He has a lot. It will take us the whole day. Thank you, sir. May I now go quickly to invite the Honorable Commissioner for Culture and Tourism to do his presentation, after which we'll take a few questions from the press and continue. Thank you. Honorable Commissioner, Honorable Aloysius Babadoke.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, distinguished guests and citizens of Nigeria, it is an honor to address you today on behalf of the Adamawa State Ministry of Culture and Tourism. Our ministry, established on January 26, 2001, has diligently served to preserve, promote, and expand the rich cultural heritage and tourism potential of our beloved Adamawa State. Today, we bring you insight into our achievement, ongoing initiatives, and visionary plans that we believe will position Adamawa as a key tourism cultural hub in Nigeria and beyond. Mission and mandate of the Ministry of Culture and Tourism is entrusted with advancing Adamawa's cultural and tourism resources, coordinating policies, supporting local and international exhibitions, and engaging in strategic partnership. This mandate drives us to generate substantial revenue for the state while preserving the cultural value and tradition that define Adamawa's unique identity. Key agencies and their roles. 3 agencies function under the ministry to bring this vision to life. Adamawa State Art Council, led by annual event and activities. Ministry actively engaged in organizing, promoting several key cultural tourism events each year, including World Tourism Day celebration, National Council on Culture and Tourism, Art Culture Carnival in Abuja, and State Festival. This event, among others, like the Kaduna International Trade Fair, the Northeast Domestic Trade Fair, and the Daba Kilisa Festival, allowed us to showcase Adamawa cultural richness to Nigeria and the world. Showcasing Adamawa tourism potential, Adamawa State boasts stunning landscape, rich historical sites, and vibrant cultural festival. Some of our most iconic attractions include mountain ranges, from the Mandara Mountains in the north to the Atlantica and Kamale peaks. Adamawa dramatic landscape are prime for tourism. Gashaka Gumti National Park. This park, part of the Gumti landscape, offer diverse wildlife and beautiful savanna. Sukur Kingdom, listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Sukur Kingdom in Madagali, local government showcase our state deep historical roots. Cultural and fishing festival. Traditional festival like the Yunagu Fishing Festival, the Mbapur Warrior Festival, and numerous initiation rite provide cultural dip and appeal to tourists from around the globe. New initiatives for tourism and economic growth. In alignment with the vision of His Excellency, Right Honorable Ahmadu Umar Fintiri, our ministry has outlined several high-impact projects to unlock Adamawa full tourism potential. One, Kiri Dam Holiday Lake Resort. This proposed world-class holiday resort will offer camping, water sport, mountain biking, and more. The resort will have essential amenities, creating a full tourism experience that enhances the state revenue and provide employment opportunities. Two, tourism master plan. We have developed a comprehensive 16-year tourism master plan designed to boost the economy by expanding the tourism sector. This plan will serve as a roadmap for sustainable tourism development, ensuring Adamawa growth as a prime destination. Three, infrastructure development. Our ministry is committed to renovating critical facilities like the Art Council Auditorium and expanding resources to support cultural events and exhibition. Achievement and recent progress. Over the past year, our ministry has made significant strides. International recognition at the International Art and Culture Expo 2023 in Abuja. Adamawa won a medal in Calabash decoration. A testimony to our rich artistic heritage. Partnership with Tech for Deaf. Through collaboration with Tech for Deaf, we have conducted research on a creative innovation ecosystem to support digital skills development for Adamawa's youth. Cultural dancers rehearsal. Our ministry hosted cultural rehearsal across 21 local government areas in preparation for the Northeast Domestic Trade Fair. Underscore our commitments to grassroots engagement. Last week, the Ministry of Tourism held a World Tourism Day and the official flag-off of the UNESCO World Heritage Volunteer Initiatives 2024, along with the showcasing of the Sukur-Cultural Landscape National Stamp. This event, which was supposed to take place on the 27th of October 2024, was shifted because of the heavy rain, but successfully this event showcased the ability of Adamawa State to safeguard our tourism potential and our adherence to UNESCO Directive on Tourism. What this means is that Sukur is now on the national stamp, and this is a major milestone for the state in terms of world recognition. Strategic goal moving forward to solidify Adamawa position as a cultural and tourism powerhouse.
I'm afraid we may have to excuse the Honorable Commissioner. We have done well. Please, a round of applause for him.
Thank you so much.
You will understand that since yesterday, we've been having this, and this is actually a press briefing. And in press briefings, where there are no questions, it will be like a Yungur wedding without Brukutu. Therefore, we have to, in fact, we are actually here because of the press. Therefore, gentlemen of the press, it's now time to take questions. Questions from yesterday. Can someone help with the mic? You mention your name, then the ministry you're directing your questions to quickly. Let's take that. Let's do that in 10 minutes, and we go back quickly.
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Austin Ajayi. I report for the Nigerian Tribune. I have so many questions to various ministries. The first will go to Dr. Pellard, Minister of Education. Yesterday, we had so many infographs, very beautiful presentations about the programs concerning education in education in the state.
Dr. Pellard, please, is your question.
My concern, in spite of these laudable programs, policies set out to ensure that the education is given pride of place, we still have out-of-school children on our streets. If you go on the streets, children are supposed to be in schools and not in schools. What is your ministry doing to ensure that children of school age should be at school as at when due?
Thank you. The out-of-school children syndrome is an international menace.
Sorry.
Nigeria has its own fair share globally. The northern Nigeria has its own slice. The northeast has its own slice, and perhaps Adamawa State has its own slice. And like I said yesterday, we are aggressive with the campaign for school enrollment at the ministerial level. But I think the media also need to support us in ensuring that we continue with the sensitization of parents. The most difficult part for us as a state is that we are bound by a lot of other states who have the same or larger burden of this. And there's always a free movement of influx of these people into Adamawa State at all times. But I want to make it clear today that the governor has made, or we as a state, have made a commitment to domesticating the national policy on basic education, which makes education at the basic level free and compulsory. And because it is free and compulsory, very soon we'll start prosecuting parents who have refused or who are refusing to send their children to school. Every child has a parent or a guardian, and we make it a law. It is already now in our law that the law will take its course on any parent or guardian that is not willing to send his child to school. We have started the sensitization, but people need to understand this law. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. Let's shorten our questions because we're in want of time. One question for each commissioner, if it's possible. You can step down, sir.
Okay. The Honorable Commissioners here present, I am Bilkisu Abubakar from the Nigerian Television Authority, Yola. My questions to the Commissioner, Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs.
Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. Is he around? He will be here. All right, go ahead.
We have heard about the laudable projects executed by the present administration as regards to the developments of local governments, especially as regards to the local government autonomy. Then, why is the delay in the implementation of the minimum wage in the local government? You have now, you've said that you are on a gradual implementation from 30,000 naira to 40,000 naira. Why not the 70,000 naira as that of the state counterparts? Their state counterparts, sir.
Thank you very much. She is asking about the gradual implementation of minimum wage, which the governor and the nation at large has promised to effect. Definitely, if you look at the minimum wage at the state level, yes, we have more senior staff at that level. So it is going to be easy for the government to implement. But at the local level, if you look at the local governments, the junior staff are concentrated there. What it means, the majority of the staff are junior ones. So the cost implication will be more at the local government level than the state level. And the strength, financial strength of the local government is not same. If you look at the table of the FAC allocation, you see one local government is getting maybe 450 million or 350 million, while some are getting less. But in terms of spending, when it comes to civil servants, you see some of these local government pay more. Let me give you an example. If you look at the table of the residual balances of the JAC resolutions, because I know Adamawa is the only state that publishes its JAC resolution at the end of each month. And what it means is that we are very, very transparent in the administration of the local government. So if you look at the table and the residual balances of those local government, you see some are going as residual balance with a lot of amounts, more than 100 million or thereabout, while some are going with less. For example, Yola North, Mayo Belwa, Gire, maybe if Song Guyu and Fufore will be going with 120 million, 130 million, you see those ones are going with less, with maybe less than 30 million naira. So for you to pay salary, definitely it's not about paying one local government, leaving another. So they have to be at the same pedestal, meaning that they have to have the strength to pay this money before you implement. And that is why we started gradually observing whether these local government will be able to pay this amount before some time. That is why we say gradual implementation.
Thank you. We'll have enough time to take one last question. You can step down, sir. Okay. Please give him a round of applause.
My name is Moazo Abari. I write for Blueprint newspapers. My question goes straight to the Commissioner of Finance. There was an issue surrounding the actual debt profile of the state at the time that this administration came in, with conflicting figures being dished out to the public. In a clear term, what was the debt profile of Adamawa administration came on board, and how much has the administration incurred on the state in the last 5 years?
The Honorable Commissioner of Finance, please. I hope the question, you've heard the question clearly about the discrepancy in the financial debt profile. This will be yours.
Yes, it's fine. The debt profile, as I earlier said, it's the figure as gotten from the DMO, that is the Debt Management Office in the state. If there's any controversy, I don't know controversy in what? Is it in terms of figures? There was understatement or under what? Please, I will want you to come again with your question.
What I want to know in a simple term is that what was the debt profile of Adamawa at the time this administration came on board, and how much has the administration incurred on the state in the last 5 years?
Sorry, I think I have to look for help, if you allow me, because the people from DMO, anybody from DMO here? I will get the answer to this question for you. I have that as at the 31st of October. I have it handy, but when this administration came into place, I will not be able to give you because I will be giving you a wrong answer. Thank you.
We have more 10 minutes.
Still for the Commissioner?
No, we have more 10 minutes for the questions and answer session. Yeah. So I have a question, sir. My name is Gibson Swadigo. I report for Trust TV. My question is to the Commissioner of Budget Planning. Sir, since the inception of Fintry-led administration,
Yes,
5
he's
years
approaching.
ago,
Go ahead.
5 years ago, what is the percentage of budget implementation so far?
Percentage of budget implementation so far since the administration.
Thank you very much for this question. As I reported yesterday in my presentation, for the year 2020, the percentage of budget implementation was 62.57%. And in 2021, we recorded one of the highest percentages because we have come out from COVID-19 and there was a lot of support given. You know, budget implementation is all about the required revenue and the money we have in hand to implement. So in 2021, we recorded 71.32% of the budget performance. All about in the required revenue and recorded 62.85%. And in 2023, state recorded a budget performance of 62.55%. For 2024, as I let you know yesterday, for the first half of 2024, January to June, the state has recorded a budget performance of 55.85%, 55.08%. That's to tell you that this year, 2024, we're going to surpass all other years in budget performance. By the time we clock December 31st, I assure you, we are going to maybe clock 80-something% of the implementation. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions?
By the time we clock December 31st, I assure you, we are going to maybe clock 80-something% of the implementation. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions?
Yes, one. Just one. Yes. My question will go to Commissioner for Water Resources. My name is Austin Ajay, I write for Tribune, Commissioner for Water Resources. In your presentation, you made so many infographics of what you are doing. The question is very straight. When are we going to have water in our taps?
You said? The commissioner didn't get you. The commissioner didn't get you.
Yeah, I said your presentation was quite apt, very interesting. The question is very simple. When are we going to have water in our taps?
Thank you very much for your question. As you are aware, we have changed the patterns how we normally do water works in Adamawa State. We don't normally provide water for the people to go and fetch water from the fetching point. We are doing people implementing projects by articulating all the town to enable each and householder to connect water from our pipes. So that is exactly what we are doing. The reticulation that we did in Yola town, for example, we have reticulated about 20 kilometers between all the streets in Yola town. Whoever is interested, he can contact our staff. From there, we connect water to your houses. Because we want to make sure that we are not making people to be suffering from coming out to fetch water from the fetching point. So if you are seeing water in the tap outside like before, I think you will get it from the rural area, not from the urban areas. Thank you.
Thank you. That will be all. Let me quickly call on the Commissioner of Transportation, Honorable Mrs. Chief Wumfe Praina Anthony, to come and do our presentation. We are told to be gender sensitive, so my friend, my Oga special duties, I beg, pardon me for now, you'll be next.
This is the presentation of the ministerial briefing by the Honorable Commissioner, Transport and Development. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, distinguished and invited guests, I'm indeed very grateful today to stand before you to present to you a remarkable progress in the Ministry of Transport and Development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, permit me to present this briefing in summary, some of the key achievements we have recorded during this period.
Attention. This is
some minutes, as we have it traditionally in all our ministries. So aside from that, we also have Adamawa State Transport Board, which was inaugurated, established and inaugurated this year. So it's the only parastatal that has a 7-man membership in accordance of the Adamawa State Edict of number 1994. I want to skip these statutory functions and responsibility due to time and to go straight to the achievements from 2019 to 2024. Revenue. The revenue generation of both the Ministry of Adamawa Sunshine Company has really improved to appreciable level, especially with the recruitment of VIOs, provision of palliative buses, introduction of units, haulage units, introduction of additional routes, which include Lagos, Sokoto, Enugu, etc., and other factors that contributed to the improvement of revenue in the ministry. See table below. As you can see that from 2019 to date, the revenue of the ministry has improved gradually, and this is as a result of certain factors that I have enumerated above. Second achievement is the inland waterways operators, which had been to not under the regulatory supervision of the Ministry of Transport, but now is working as seriously and with the ministry to have a complete inventory of all its operation of revenue generation, safety, service delivery, and security. Very important, the ministry will embark on visitation to inspect activity points on the waterways. If you are interested, we would like to carry you on so that you will see the revenue
from the live telecast.
This more
we'll now
is
continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
what makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707-272-8338 or marketing@tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
In the month of November. On the 2nd of November is the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists. On the 14th of November is the World Diabetes Day. On the 17th of November was the World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims. On the 18th day of November is the World Day for the Prevention of the Healing from Child Sexual Exploitation, Abuse and Violence. On the 19th of November, it is the International Men's Day, and it is also a day to mark World Toilet Day. On the 21st of November is the World Television Day. And finally, on the 25th of November is the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Stay tuned to TVC News for this reports and analysis.
TVC News, first with breaking news.
Every weekday on Business Nigeria, we uncover the secrets of the financial world.
We analyze the stock market, shares, bonds, and the thrilling world of cryptocurrency.
Facts matter. Our team dives deep to separate fact from popular opinion.
We simplify complex government policies as it impacts your everyday life, helping you navigate the ever-changing financial landscape.
Watch Business Nigeria every weekday at 2 p.m. only on TVC News, first with breaking news.
Sometimes it's the story that calls. At other times, the people just want to be heard.
School, I need students, but I need teachers.
Can't continue like this.
Their voices re-echoing through time itself.
We haven't done anything. If the tide is high, everybody run for safety.
Their tears leave a sweet sour taste for all their demands. A familiar call beckoning for change. In our world, no one expects a disaster to happen. But when it does, we'll be there to x-ray all sides, from the east to the west, north and south. Committee Forum will examine the oddities and challenges to economic development, as well as issues yearning for government intervention. Watch fresh episodes of Committee Forum on Sunday.
We're interrupting this program to bring you a live telecast. Our regular programs will continue shortly. Please stay tuned.